Hey, hold on, check me out, check me out. I see I got the Avenger shirt going on, for the video. Y'all see me? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy C-Dog, and today we are going to be doing the very first reaction video on this channel. We're going to be reacting to the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life was felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell, we lied everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man. We started getting some visitors.
On the Green Goblin? I'm not gonna lie, when he messed up that spell,
Universe.
kind of unnecessary. Cause he for real could have just told them again. There was really no point.
Hello, Peter.
Shit, the homie back.
You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
So is he captured there, or is he helping them? Because I mean, obviously then he now suited up.
We need to send him back. So
Dr. Spider? Spider Strange?
All this is kind of a mess. I know a couple of magic words, but word, please.
please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
So we're gonna kind of be like Into the Spider-Verse?
Flying out into the darkness to fight.
No, I seen Electro. I think I didn't.
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
What was that? Another box?
Is there a danger to our universe?
Ooh.
You're not gonna take this away from me.
You're struggling,
Peter.
you're struggling.
The homie Willem Dafoe. Bro, you already know his voice anywhere.
Tries to make you choose.
Oh boy, you know his little thing here.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
I can already tell you fight scene's about to be fire though. So you can't do her like Andrew did Gwen.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
Exclusively.
I'm ready for it.
Tickets on
I'm ready for it. Day one right there.
Spider Monday.
We're gonna go back and look through this real quick. Because it wasn't too much new that we didn't already know going on in this trailer. So I really wanted some Charlie Cox Daredevil, but they gotta save some stuff for the movie, Can't complain.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, CGI is about to go off. What they say for the movie, I appreciate it. Let's see. But this reason right here. Because you went through all that trouble to mess up the spell. Just for them to be right here, and I'm assuming they know you Spider-Man. I would assume. Because if not, then literally what was the point of you doing that? You know what's crazy is he caused pretty much everything in all his movies. Like if you go to the first one, what he doing the first one? What he doing the first one? What he doing the first one? So in the first one, Tony was about to capture Vulture, and he had to come through and mess that up. That's number one. He had to fix that problem. In the second movie, he ended up giving Mysterio the glasses, and so he had to obviously fix that problem that he caused. And on this one, he ended up messing up Doctor Strange's spell, and now he got to fix that problem that he caused. Like, I'm kind of becoming a recurring theme here. Hopefully, my nigga don't keep messing up in the future. Obviously, third movie in the trilogy, and I don't know if he's gonna get, you know, like I said, his trilogy in college and a trilogy as an adult. Tom Holland said he ready to be Spider-Man for as long as he can. So you know, I'm here for it, and I'm excited to see that growth. You can't be fucking up like that all the time, Peter. I'm not gonna lie, I only see Jim Gordon now for some reason. I can only see Jim Gordon here. Like where Batman at? Like I said, some of the delivery don't really be landing with me. It's always iffy. Hold on. I can't tell if that's one singular new claw or if all of them just gonna have that nanotechnology on it. Is that even nanotechnology? It looked like it. So you're a transformer? Got the comic accurate suit going on. I didn't even see the helmet. The little face mask there. I ain't gonna lie. It's still kind of fire. Still kind of fire. Electro V. Doc. Hold on, who was that? Who is that? Hold on. Who's that, new Goblin? Harry supposed to be in this too? Or is the Hobgoblin? My nigga Ned been losing weight, so I mean I don't know if they gonna have him suit up. Cause I know he supposed to be Hobgoblin in the comics, right? Yeah, my boy lost all that weight. Hold on. Oh, I didn't even peep this. That lizard right there. Oh yes, y'all know from Spider-Man 1, you know. Nigga, is that Sandman? Hold on, I didn't even see Sandman the first time. I didn't see both these people the first time. No way his Spider-Man is taking on all 6 of these niggas by himself. Is it 6? There's no way. He gonna need help. And then especially if the little Sony villain universe is actually connected to this too, you gonna have Morbius and Venom and Carnage. Oh yeah, he gonna need help. Obviously that might not be in this movie, but he gonna need help. Feel like that might be Morpheus or something like that. There's some bigger bad behind it all. When does Doctor Strange come on? Let me see. Following the further adventures of Dr. Stephen Strange and his research on the Time Stone. Release date May 6, 2022. Hugh Jackman reportedly involved in Doctor Strange too? Alas. Says No Way Home was rewritten due to Doctor Strange 2 delay. Doctor Strange sequel to undergo 6 weeks of significant reshoots. Y'all know you hear reshoots and I ain't gonna lie, I get flashbacks. Okay, so obviously I'm assuming somebody from another multiverse show up in here and then they semi-stop or something like that, but obviously Doctor Strange gonna have to go and do his own thing. That's what I'm going to assume. That's my prediction for this movie. Seems like there's a lot going on. How was the runtime? I said just about 2.5 hours. I ain't gonna lie, I'm here for it if it's pushing 3. You know, I prefer it if it's pushing 3, especially with all the stuff in here. Give more time to explain everything. Let everything, you know, actually sit with the audience a little bit more. If all the rumors are true as well, then you're gonna need a movie pushing 3 hours. I don't know how true it is about Tom Holland getting 3 different sets of trilogies. There was some talks about him, you know, doing a 3 trilogy character arc in high school, and then they're gonna do another 3 with him in college, and then another 3 with him, you know, as an adult. Obviously knows what he's doing. And if that is the case, then I'm excited to see what Tom Holland, Kevin Feige, and Marvel decide to, you know, to take that character, because they started off, you know, in that little interesting spot with him being a mentor for Tony Stark, a mentee, not mentor. I'm sorry. And I'm more of a fan of the Peter Parker, the Spider-Man that, you know, does stuff on his own, make his own equipment, you know, shows his smarts without kind of being overshadowed by anyone else. But like I said, I'm always excited to see what Tom Holland does with the character. He, you know, he does his thing with what he's given. So, you know, you can't hate him for that. The only downside that I would say about the Tom Holland Marvel films would probably be how silly they seem sometimes. And obviously that's just the problem that they have with all the Marvel movies. You know, me personally, I can do without so many jokes. I prefer a little bit more of a, you know, serious take to each character, and I'm not against the levity, the lightheartedness, you know, the jokes, but sometimes they do, you know, take you out of the moment, and you just, you know, because a lot of them don't really land with me. It is what it is. Some of them land, some of them don't. Like I remember the first one, there was actually some times where I, you know, genuinely, you know, actually laughed. Second one, I liked the second one, but I wish they, you know, just kept him in New York and he was doing his own little self-contained thing, because him, you know, traveling country to country, the whole story just seemed kind of ridiculous to me, you know. And it's a comic book movie, so obviously it's going to be ridiculous every now and again. Like, so it was just too lighthearted. The relationship with Ned and I believe it was Gwen, like, I mean, it served no purpose whatsoever, you know. It was just, like I said, there for comedy. Would have been nice if they actually, you know, if it was actually some consequences and some stakes with that. Maybe they could have set up some stuff, you know, for him in the Daily Bugle, him trying to be a photographer, you know, to set up something between him and Betty, even if it wasn't, you know, Peter. Was it I said Betty, Gwen or Betty? I don't think they showed Gwen yet. Then it might have been something like, you know, a real short scene. I keep wanting to say Betty Ross. The one girl who works at the Daily Planet, who, you know, who got a crush on Peter. That might be her. I don't really remember too well. But and then him almost killing everybody on the bus because the dude had that picture of him with his pants down with that foreign lady. And it's just, like I said, the whole thing just, I know they're in high school, but it just seemed unnecessary at the end of the day. So my personal favorite Spider-Man would probably have to be, well, movie wise, probably had to be Andrew Garfield, the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. Just something about that movie that was just so fire. You can't help but to love it. The story, the characters, you know, relationship between him and Gwen. You know, Mark Webb did his thing with that one. You know, Lizard was a good villain. It dived into a little backstory of his, you know, his dad, and you know, growing up, I was always curious about what happened to his parents. You know, they never really talked about him. It was always just him with, you know, Aunt May and Uncle Ben before he died. You can tell they actually took time to, you know, focus on the lore of the character, you know, going with the backstory about, you know, his parents and exactly kind of what they were into and why they disappeared. You know, the history with the spider and how his dad was, you know, for the Oscorp and a scientist who, you know, was the one who made the spider, and that's why his DNA is the only one that worked. He would be one of the only ones who could get powers because his dad used, you know, his blood in the research. Oscorp is how they're always trying to, you know, recreate the formula and, you know, the experiment that gave Spider-Man's powers. In this one, there's no way for them to, because it would only work for Peter. I thought it was probably like one of the strongest things of the movie. And I do know that they're coming out with a new Spider-Man show that they just announced at the new little Disney Plus Day, whatever they're calling it now. Disney Plus Day 2021, Spider-Man freshman year announced. Is it just like a new show, or animated series follows Peter Parker on his way to becoming Spider-Man in the MCU? So this is going to be like a little animated prequel to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, kind of like what he'd been doing before he'd been picked up by Iron Man, is what I'm assuming. You know, me personally, you know, I would have just did a continuation of a Spectacular Spider-Man. If y'all was gonna do the X-Men and finish off that story with the exact same animation and intro, y'all could have let us Spider-Man fans eat with the animation, because you know it's been a minute since we had the actual decent Spider-Man animation. You know, I was fucking with Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, like I was fucking with that at the beginning, and then kind of later seasons they didn't keep it self-contained as a Spider-Man story, and it wasn't, you know, he was just doing like international level superhero stuff. He wasn't a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man no more. He was tackling world problems, you know, going to Lavia, stopping Dr. Doom, and had a new cameo from superhero every other day, every other episode, going against some, you know, celestial beings. They started doing kind of a little too much. Keep reading, see what it says. It is announced that viewers will get a new look at Peter Parker in Marvel Studios' Spider-Man freshman year. The animated series follows Peter Parker on his way to becoming Spider-Man in the MCU, with a journey unlike we've ever seen in a style that celebrates the character's early comic book roots. Written by executive producer Jeff Trammell. But I would have been hoping for a Spectacular Spider-Man, you know, best Spider-Man show that they ever dropped. Spider-Man fans, you know, we really can't be complaining, because out of all the superheroes, we're the ones that be eating the most. Like, even out of Batman, you know, it was Spider-Man. There's so many different interpretations. You know, we got the games, so many fucking games, multiple animated shows that, you know, do numbers. The movies always crossing $1 billion. You know, it's never really a rough day to be a Spider-Man fan. Hopefully this one is better than that last Spider-Man show that they did, the one on Disney XD. I tried to get into it, and it was moments where you can see they were actually trying to do something with the show, like the animation and like the way that the basically cinematography for the animation was shot. Basically one scene where they showed the death of Uncle Ben, and that scene was done so good in that show, and I was hoping it was going to be more like storytelling elements like that, but it really wasn't. Animation kind of after a while just seemed kind of plain. It was some continuity, but like I said, it wasn't nothing too important, nothing that you had to actually see. I know that when they had like Miles and Spider-Gwen in that one, they did them a little too soon, or just focused on Peter being Spider-Man, letting him actually learn on his own, and then being a mentor for Miles and Spider-Gwen. Growing up, there's some animations that unless you have the right storytelling, that retention is not gonna stay with me. I'm gonna like kind of zone in, zone out, not really feel like I have to pay attention to the rest of it, you know. I'm gonna try to record some more gameplay for all the superhero games that's gonna be coming out. Got the Knights dropping, it was a rumor, around next spring. We got Suicide Squad dropping I think sometime 2022 as well, and I'm pretty sure that's all the superhero ones right now. I know they're coming out with a new Marvel RPG game. I don't know, it's called like Nightmares or something like that. It don't even matter though, because I'm just waiting for my Superman game at this point. That's the only thing I'm waiting for. With all the rumors, you know, it gotta be some truth to it. You know, they all can't be lying now. They all can't be lying. All right, and I want to thank you guys for checking out my first ever reaction video on this channel. Definitely going to be more to come. Definitely going to try to do more comic book, you know, superhero, kind of like geeky, nerdy related things on this channel. Let me know how I did, you know, by liking, subscribing, and commenting down below, you know, all the YouTuber lingo. Anyway, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.